Evening, guys. Hope you're well. Just take a show of hands and we'll come to as many of you as we can. I'll start with Vinny, please.
Hi Pep, well done tonight. How similar was the half-time message tonight to the one you had to give against West Ham?
Yeah, quite similar. We're playing really, really well. Last two games, I don't know, the chances and the clear chances we miss, and football is an important part that we are struggling a little bit, but the way we are playing, of course, running, fighting is. So we said strong in your heads and keep going, and at the end we did it.
With that first goal as well for Alvarez, could you just talk us through the level of difficulty in that finish? Because the touch and then the finish.
Yeah, it was really good. All the action was really good. The assist from Erling was really good, and the movement so quick. And he's so young. It's what a sign we have done. The club have done. From Argentina, he has everything, fighting and goals and assists, and incredible, lovely guy. So playing behind Erling is an incredible threat. Yeah, really pleased for him because he deserves it.
Can I just check on Bernardo as well?
He didn't say anything. At the end, it was disturbing, and I didn't speak with the doctors. But apparently for the next games, we'll not be able to play.
Just on Alvarez, when he came back from the World Cup after he won the World Cup, everybody kind of looked at him and said he's won the World Cup, but he can't get in the City team, and yet he now seems so influential. How has he done that?
Well, it's the same player like was last season. Means the World Cup winner doesn't mean you have to play all the time, and don't win the World Cup doesn't mean you don't have to play. It's the same player. Last season have Kevin and Gundo in that position, was in top form. Gundo was incredible last season. In the moment sometimes it was difficult to find spaces, but never have a doubt. What I said yesterday, Gundo gone and Kevin unfortunately is injured, we need players to be close to Erling. Don't put all the responsibility just in the shoulders where Erling scored a goals, and that's why when Phil played there, when Julian played there, I had the feeling that created a lot of chances. Just now we are missing, and the keeper was accepted. Maybe the second goal was fantastic. Incredible save us. It had the feeling that the game we have started, scored the chances we had in the first 5-10 minutes, 1 or 2 goals, the game would completely different. But at the end, going the half time with 0-1 after we have done, that is nice. That maybe we need it. After win the treble, we need this type of challenge to prove ourselves. We were able to make a comeback. What happened in West Ham, and this situation is nice to prove it. And both games they perform incredible. In middle second half against West Ham, in middle second half here, we make a goal and we did come back. Things to improve, but in general, is really good.
James.
Hi Pep. Another goal for Rodri tonight. Can you explain how he's changed since you brought him here? And is there a better midfielder in Europe?
Right now, yeah.
Right now there is a better midfielder.
He's the best, yeah.
He is the best, sorry.
Yeah, he's the best. Hopefully he can be better, have a good mentality and good things to improve to read, but he's an extraordinary holding midfielder. We were lucky again that the club signed this type of players, and when we arrived was another type of player, and of course he make an amount of games. Now he's a captain and one of the captains of the team, and he's a fantastic holding midfielder. Not just for the goal has done, he's top class player, but not just of that. His amount of defensively, offensively, the composer, read the spaces, he know exactly where the man free. Close to the box is so dangerous because he loves to arrive in the final third and make dribbles and shoot, and yeah, he's playing really well.
Joe.
I bet. With Bernardo out for a little bit, is it encouraging to see Mateus Nunes play as well as he did today?
Well, Mateus played for the first game, play not much time, and have a special quality when we live with Mateo, Kevin, had the ability when he can start driving the ball, is unstoppable. But needs time still to improve and believe that he can do more than sometimes he does. But yeah, really pleased for the game he played.
Richard.
Hi Pep, just a bit about Oscar Bobb. Obviously he made his Champions League debut tonight. What do you expect from him this season?
Well, he's dynamic, he has a good shot, he's a courage, he lost 2 balls, he has to improve to don't do it in the final third, but sometimes it happens. But he see his personality, he's not shy, he's go there and he's incredible work ethic, so aggressive without the ball. He's a guy like had the feeling like some players like Cole Palmer and McAtee and Riyad left and the other one, he will have a lot of minutes. You have to be ready to use it. Sorry? Now we have Nottingham Forest, 2 Champions League winners. So this is have 1 more Champions League than us. So it is the truth. I'm not joking. Huh? So first Nottingham Forest, and after we see what happens the next one.
Sam?
Hi Pep. It seems like there's so many different extra ways to attack, new ways. Obviously Jeremy Doku's a great example of that. Foden and Alvarez. But going back to what James says about Rodri, the way that you could rely on him to dribble the ball up to the edge of the box to shoot, especially tonight with Rodri, Foden and Alvarez moving out, Rodri coming through. Is that something that you can really use this season than you've ever used before?
Yeah, especially when the holding midfielders follow our players in the pockets. They follow and they like you say, they open and they defend with 4 or 5. The space is there, and Rodri use it really well. You're right. So he's a player like he can read these spaces. It depends of the movement. He likes to drive in that position, and after that have the vision. I remember against, for example, West Ham, it was an action we commit and put an assist like Topping and Erling make a shoot like that. So he used it, and in front of the goal against Aston Villa when we won the Premier League, he scored from 18-yard box. And look, the final Champions League, holding midfielder arrive in that position is not usual. Like he love it, and we can use it. We can use it perfectly.
Mike?
You ended up with just 3 subs, unused, 2 of them goalkeepers. Do you feel you have enough first-team players for the matches that you've got?
Well,
and also, would you use younger players for the bench as
No,
well?
listen, when we have 5 important, but when I said important, I said really important players injured. So sustain that for a long time will be difficult, but it's what it is. So we cannot have with the salaries, with the budgets for the transfer, with the clubs, have 35 players, because you go to the chaos for the clubs, the bankrupt. So it's going to happen. So when sometimes it happens, so unfortunately it is. So long time for Kevin. John still didn't play. It's a little bit long. Maybe Kovac is coming back, and what else? Jack is maybe in 1 week, 10 days maybe we'll be there. So but after you have to make the field condition, we are in trouble. But it's what it is. I'm not going to say we have a lot of injuries. It's what it is. So I prefer to be everyone, and with the players that we have, go for it. So as much you have this mentality and go in there, so that's good.
Last one, Michael, please, guys.
About Oscar Bobb, how do you work with him in the training and into the games, and what does he lack to be a first team regular?
Listen, I would like to tell you how good we are with the manager to train the training session, but this amazing schedule that we have, we don't training. So it's just, how are you? How's the breakfast? Lunchtime? Recovery? We don't training. He cannot improve of the managers because we don't have training sessions, because we have to do recovery, because the schedule is what it is. We have the game every 3 days. So I have for the academy that was really well educated. And of course, we had some details for the moments, you can move more in this space, this tempo, to take decisions or whatever. And as much take minutes, that is really good. And it's another question. This player can play in 4 or 5 positions up front. Can play both wingers, as striker play, false 9, and the pockets can play. So it's a guy can give you a lot of alternative, and have this speed is really good. And with the ball is 1 against 1. Look today, I like this place when I arrive there, pop, shoot. And the people say, why you don't pass the ball to Haaland? Why you don't pass the ball to Julian? I say, no, I'm shoot. And that makes good sense that I like this type of players that take responsibility in the final third to winning games. And Oscar has this quality.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Lovely night.